Confined spaces are any place that a worker may enter that has limited access. They may contain hazardous material or gases that are combustible, increasing the risk of gas explosions. When it comes to a confined space, the danger is usually invisible. That's why it's overlooked. Even though OSHA requires that confined space hazards are assessed by both 29 CFR 1910 and 1926. Consider this. A family is doing some work on a farm. The father, the son, even the grandfather are all pitching in trying to finish up some work before sunset. The father goes into a silo that's in need of repair. He's overcome by gas. The grandfather hurries in to help and is overcome as well. With both his father and grandfather in danger, the son rushes in, and well, you get the picture. Whether you're first in or a rescuer, never enter confined space without knowing what invisible hazards are waiting inside. You might just add to the trail of bodies. Here's how you can protect your workers in confined spaces. First, determine if the area is a permit-required confined space. Ask yourself, is it a hazardous atmosphere? Is there an engulfment hazard like rain? Could a worker be trapped or asphyxiated? Is there a fall hazard or other safety risk? Next, use gas detection devices. These are required by industry regulations and are critical to avoiding injury or death. Yes, death. Gas detection devices identify gas leaks, potential threats, fire hazards, or poisons. Your best bet is to have an industrial hygienist assess the site and tell you what you need to test for. Unless you have a degree in chemistry, knowing what to look for is best left to the experts. The gases and vapors most commonly tested in confined spaces are oxygen, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, methane, among other combustible gases. While we test to make sure oxygen levels will allow a worker to breathe, we also test for the lower explosive limit of compounds present in the area. LEL is the concentration of a gas or vapor that is capable of producing a flash of fire when in the presence of an ignition source. Finally, to be sure your devices work, you need a bump test. Bump testing is the daily testing of gas detecting devices in which a challenge gas is passed over the sensors at a concentration and an exposure time enough to activate all alarm settings. The goals of bump testing are to confirm that challenge gas is detected, to ensure that sensor readings will trigger an alarm if challenge gas is detected, and to avoid explosion and breathing poison. That's kind of a big deal. Regular testing is important because harsh and rigorous conditions break down the effectiveness and reliability of a device. You should also know when sensor failures occur from sensor ports becoming clogged. Testing should be done daily before any job is performed. It's not enough to test here and there. Regular monitoring will tell you if there are changes over time that you need to plan for. It's often overlooked, but it only takes a minute to do. So why is calibration so important? You wouldn't mess around with a loaded firearm without understanding how it works, would you? When you're dealing with the potential for dangerous gases, you need to take the same kind of precautions. It can make the difference between workers sustaining life-threatening injuries or going home to their families. By taking a known concentration of a particular gas and exposing the device to it, you can check the reading, note if the alarm functions, and ensure that the device is keeping regular logs of activities. Be aware of calibration drift. This is common due to the often volatile conditions of the site. Calibration is a critical part of maintenance and should be checked to be certain that the instrument's measuring accuracy is relative to the traceable concentration of the test gas. Without this key step, you're flying blind. Calibration systems are a great investment. They provide an automated way to ensure gas detection devices are calibrated and functioning properly. From collecting information and logging important data to sending email alerts, these simple-to-use systems take human error out of the device calibration equation. The bottom line, like checking your smoke detectors at home, properly testing and calibrating your gas detection device is crucial to the health and safety of those who rely on them. Don't forget to have an exit strategy and a rescue plan in place anytime a person must enter a confined space. You think your workers have been trained on confined space risks? Good, train them again. Never assume everyone knows this stuff inside and out. It just may save a life. If you need help, talk to Quad City Safety's pros. Visit us on the web at quadcitysafety.com. Safety. It's your life. It's our business.